Hello, this is Martial Law News, and today we'll be talking about the two different events which could place the United States under a martial law dictatorship in 2016 or 2017. If any of these events were to occur, the country and its people will be placed under an illegal, unconstitutional lockdown and kept under control by the government under the guise of defending national security. Let's take a look at the two events that would likely cause the government to declare martial law and instill an illegal dictatorship. Number one, we have economic meltdown. Over the course of this year, we have seen a tremendous amount of volatility in trade, both international and domestic. The United States economy is based on 75% consumer spending, which means any downturn would mean that shoppers would not have enough money to spend, which means that a lot of businesses would have to shut down due to lack of customers. What this also means is that lower spending means that people are more likely to hoard money and withdraw their funds from their bank accounts due to a lack of trust in the US financial system. We also have the Deutsche Bank. The Deutsche Bank at the moment is on the verge of bankruptcy, and large banks such as the Bank of America and JP Morgan have been plagued by lawsuits and losses. Right now, the unemployment rate is truly at 30%, and we are being flooded with Soviet-style statistics whacked on the radio and television talking about record gains and economic improvements, which are completely false and misleading. How do I know all this? If the economy was going so well, why is it that every day we have politicians, bankers, constantly talking about how great the economy is going? If the economy was going great, everyday people would see it. They would see that their food is costing less, their water is costing less, their utilities are costing less. And yet, even while these people say that the economy is on the up and up, every day Americans are suffering from increased expenses, which are caused by a failing economy. We also have bank holidays, which are starting to prop up this Federal Reserve system of a failed common currency. These bank holidays mean that the banks have an extra day to adjust the results in order to trick the American public. The second event, which could cause the US to be placed under martial law, would be a cyber attack, and this is definitely one of the current administration's favourites. All you need to do to verify this is look onto your TV screen, and you will often see a military general talking about how cyber attacks are plaguing the country. If you look at the presidential debate, we even have Hillary Clinton and other high-ranking Democrats and Republicans talking about how every day America is being attacked by the Chinese Secret Service through the use of cyber attacks in order to steal company documents, which they then use to produce goods at a cheaper rate over in China. Now we're seeing more and more signs of this with the DHS and the DNI, Director of National Intelligence, providing us with letters and statements saying that the Russian government is hacking into the American electoral and election process. We are being told by the DNC, the Democratic National Convention, that Russia's government has been accused by the current administration to try and influence the presidential race as of the 10th of the 14th, 2016. We also have the North Korea, with the North Korea hacking into various missile companies and nuclear testing teams in America. A DDoS attack, which basically means that the internet is being flooded by people. A common example would be, imagine a store. Now there's a way into the store, it's a door. Now imagine a mob of people trying to enter the store. What would happen is it would get clogged up and then no one can enter the store to buy anything. This is what a DDoS attack is, and North Korea has been launching these DDoS attacks on computer systems, which prevents them from uploading satellite feeds and photos which will enable them to monitor North Korea missile launches. Now, if other governments can crash into America's internet and servers, do you think it's possible that the government or Obama can do it by themselves? When this occurs, cell phones will go down, computers will go down, the financial markets will be in turmoil, they will cease trading, there will be bank holidays, ATMs will stop working, people can't withdraw their money from the banks, credit cards will no longer work, the whole system will be taken to a swift halt, and in this halt, people will start to panic. A common statistic is that the average American only has 3 days worth of food in their house, and when those 3 days are over and they go to the store and they see that the store is not being supplied anymore because of this EMP sort of attack by the government, they will start to freak out. There'll be riots, there'll be looting, there'll be burning. And if you want to read more about this, simply Google what happens when trucks stop delivering food to supermarkets. This will show you how vulnerable our nation's food supply is. So the bottom line is, they will declare martial law in the guise of keeping the order once these lootings and riots are upped because people are unable to get food. If this happens, martial law will be declared. This has been the Truth Channel. Thank you, and God bless America. God bless the Constitution.